Hi guys, welcome to our next game. We're going to put on another game of Pickett's Charge, and I just thought I'd start with an overview of the forces we've got on the table. So we've got a table set out here. It's 9 foot wide by 6 foot deep. The Confederates are going to be defending, and they're going to be defending this farm you see in the distance. They got some benefits of some fence lines towards the middle and on their side of the table. You've got some small patches of woodland and then a large wood on the right hand side. All of the sort of solid green mat we're treating as the edge of the woods. So again, you've got another couple of small pockets of woods there and one behind the farm. All the fields will be fields and unimpeded for infantry to cross. What about the Confederate forces then? What are we defending with? Well, we've got 4 brigades here. We've got some Texans, we've got some Georgians in the front, we've got an Alabama brigade in the rear, and another small Georgian brigade there at the rear of the formation. So we're going to start by deploying 2 of these brigades on table, and we're going to start with the Georgian brigade, and this is going to be Benning's brigade of 5 regiments on table, and then we're going to have Law's Alabama brigade also of 5 regiments on table, and they've got the advantage also of having one, actually we're going to have two 4-gun artillery batteries. Currently there's 6 guns, each model represents 2 guns, so that's currently a 6-gun battery, but we've got 2 of those for the Confederates, so that's going to turn into 3 4-gun batteries. So you'll see that when we deploy. So we're going to start with Law and Benning's brigade on the table, so about 10 regiments and 2 4-gun batteries. And then reserve, we've got the veteran Texan brigade, and we've got this green small Georgian brigade of 2 regiments. All right, we'll deploy those on the table, and then we'll show you what our Union troops look like. All right, slightly updated the deployment, so the Confederates have decided to deploy with more troops on the table, less in reserve. So, as we said, the Alabama forces are here deployed on the farm. Got a 2-battery, 4-gun battery of 2 models there, behind some entrenchments outside the farm buildings. And then we've got 5 battalions of Alabama infantry, 1 in the farm, 1 deployed in skirmish formation against that fence line, and 3 other regiments deployed on the table in support of the gun battery. Then on their left, our right, we have the Georgian brigade under Benning, and there are 5 battalions here deployed against those 2 fence lines. Quite a precarious position because they're quite a long way back on the table there, so they may want to advance forward, but that's where they're kicking off. And then finally, Anderson's 2 battalions and his sharpshooters have also now deployed on the table. They're green regiments, so they're large green regiments, plus the sharpshooters. 4 base units are small, 5 base units are regular, as are 6 base units. 7 bases or larger will count as large units. And then finally, as we were talking about before, we've got this Texan brigade, which I'll be moving off the table in a second. They're in reserve, along with 1 artillery battery. All right, so there they are, the Confederates holding their position. Let's see how the Union do at trying to dislodge them. We don't have a good track record in attacking, so we'll see whether the Union can do any better this time. They will be deploying all my Union infantry to see if they can break this position. Let's see how they do. All right, just finished deployment. I think it looks pretty good. Lots of Union regiments on the table. We've got 6, 12, 16, 20, 24 odd Union regiments facing off against these 3 Confederate brigades of 12 regiments. So we'll see how this battle plays out. Let's have a look at the forces we've got deployed. So starting over here, this is the Union 1st Brigade. This is a Pennsylvania brigade. So we've got the 68th, the 141st, the 53rd, 57th, and 105th Pennsylvania Infantry. And if you can see there, we've also got a Zouave regiment. That's the 114th Pennsylvania Zouaves. In the centre, with a skirmish line thrown forward, and then 2 other regiments in support, we've got the 5th Irish Brigade with the 69th, 88th and 63rd New York in there, and the 28th Massachusetts. I think we should also I think that's right. That's the units we've got in that brigade. Supporting them, we've got the 2nd Brigade with the 86th, 124th New York, the 3rd and 4th Maine, the 20th Indiana, and the 99th Pennsylvania. So that's the 3rd Brigade in reserve. And then as we move over to the left end of the Confederate line, the Union right, we've got the 4th Brigade, which has got the 146th, 155th, and 140th New York Zouaves. And I think that one's the one that's got the 5th New Hampshire in it. That's what I was just hesitating over. I'm sure they're with those Zouave regiments. And then finally, we've got the 3rd Brigade, if I've got my numbering right. This is the 2nd Delaware, the 145th Pennsylvania, the 53rd Pennsylvania, and the 64th New York. So again, the Irish Brigade, there are veterans. Small regiments are 4 bases, medium-sized regiments are 5 or 6 bases, large regiments are 7 bases or more. Most of these regiments are regulars, and we'll see how this game plays out. Hope you enjoy the look of this. Let's just do a bit of an overview and a bit of a flyover of the deployments. So we've got 2 on-table reserve brigades for the Union and 3 brigades in attack formation. No brigades on table for the Confederates. All right, we'll be back in the next video, I think, to show how this game progresses. Cheers, everyone. See you soon.